Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott? Muted. Ah,
So were you?
I was?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yes. Welcome to
I'll say it again.
Everything
Welcome,
Shows.
everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so I had word today that I guess the MCU is starting to do weird stuff. Get ready for the Captain Americas, baby. We got a woman, we got a black person, we got a white person, we gotta like talk about diversity. Can we just have like one Captain America? But just like the comic book, we're gonna have a whole bunch of Captain Americas, and I don't like that.
No, I don't.
I am all.
It loses the creativity and the originality, basically.
Listen, I have nothing against different Captain Americas, but it's so forced
Mm-hmm.
that they try to make a female Captain America now with this woke nonsense and all this stuff. That why can't you just have it naturally?
Yeah.
Like a natural progression. Like, you know, Falcon's not even Captain America yet, and readily they want Emily Van Camp as first female Captain America.
God.
Like, why don't you just give him his moment?
Yeah.
As Captain America, like, why do you gotta?
You're pretty much diverting his chance of being a Captain America. Now, granted, I can understand if they're doing this as a what if, or maybe an alternate reality type of thing. But come on, give somebody a chance to be Captain America for at least a year before you decide, or a half a year before you start throwing in to the mix up. Here's a Captain America. Here's a Captain America. You get a shield, and you get a shield.
Exactly, and the whole point is that if you read the comics, you know that the Falcon definitely deserves to be Captain America.
Yeah.
After everything he's done,
he proved himself.
But you cannot and I understand everything's with diversity in this day and age, but
Captain America forced.
Right, but see, the Falcon was always supposed to be Captain America, so that's not really diversity, even though they're trying to make it to be diversity, right? But the problem is that you can't take his moment to shine away. Like, he's going to be Captain America, leave him Captain America. Like, make him be Captain America in a movie or two. But, like, you're so fast to rush it out that it's going to be like a joke when he does become Captain America, because she's going to be Captain America. And it's going to be like, are you going to make him stupid to make
They're probably going to do the whole
better?
woman empowerment thing where the women are the intellectual ones, and, oh, look, she figured this out in 2 seconds. The men are there just there to be the strong arm.
See, the whole point is that in order for a woman to be like to prove they're better or something like that, right? They shouldn't be settling on man roles. They should have their own characters doing their own thing. Now, of course, Captain America could be a woman, sure, but what they're doing now is they're like I said, you don't make many Captain Americas.
No.
When they did that in the comics, it didn't work. Just like Iron Man, Hulk, all this stuff. Just one. That's it.
It's burnout, basically.
You're burning it out, and you're gonna ruin his whole debut as Captain America by making her Captain America. And we're both Captain America. We're team. Everyone's Captain America. We're
Team America, basically.
So I'm against that.
Team Cap.
Now, also, in the comic books, we're learning things are getting canceled because people are just tired of this whole woke nonsense. And the thing is that no one likes what they're doing in the comics, that they're making it like the women are superior, men are stupid, because they're realizing that most of the people buying it are men, so they're not buying it.
No, they're not. They're getting tired of it. Because this is the same garbage they did with, granted, I liked the updated version of Lost in Space. That was good. But they were doing the same thing there, which they're doing in the comic books, where the women were the intellectual ones. The men were either the father of the family, like one was this distant military personnel who has to get reconnected with his feelings, and when they did do a man who was part of the intellectual type, they made him the stereotypical Asian individual, but even then they gave him just a few lines.
Yeah, they're too woke, and the thing is that even women don't like what they're doing the way they portray women. No, it's true. They don't like it either. And if it wasn't,
they must have their men thinking for them.
No, these women are normal like us.
Yeah.
Like, you know, men, like they're not like, oh, that's not the way we're portrayed. That's not the way we act. That's not like. And the funny thing is, you have men that are thinking they know how women are, that they're writing for the women characters, which is they're getting it canceled. You know, because they don't know. It's not about, oh, let's go get a nails done. Ha! Oh, let's do this. Let's do selfies. They're making them look like stupid. Like, and they're trying to make them look intellectual, but they're making them look like idiots. So, again, there's a lot of, look, I'm not trying to disrespect on any one writer or anything, but there's so many comics that Marvel puts out, and you're like, why? Yeah. And one of the big things I couldn't stand was, I loved Dan Slott's battle with the Thing and the Hulk. But the first part was ruined because they took a big portion of the book and they gave it to the Future Foundation to try to promote this book that was coming out, which was about Fantastic Four's, the kids, and they're all woke nonsense. So you stopped, like, you really didn't have a Thing Hulk battle because you got to see this nonsense, right? Yeah. And then they put out the Future Foundation, and it got canceled after the first issue came out, but they're gonna put out like 5 more to make it like a trade, but it's already canceled already. And I wasn't really looking forward to it because my whole point is that in Fantastic Four, what I don't like is the fact that Reed and Sue's son, Franklin, was always the intellectual smart one.
Yeah. And
Valeria was always the one that was a rebel, that was like, she embraced that Dr. Doom was her grandfather.
And they reversed.
Not grandfather, I'm sorry, godfather. That he was the godfather, and she was like going to Latveria, and, you know, he would treat her and spoil her and everything. And then all of a sudden now you have to make it that she's smarter than he is, and he's the dumb, stupid guy. And I'm like, why? That's not what I read, though.
Because they're trying to shoot for above equality now. It doesn't have to do with equality. It's above equality, which basically they're defeating and pissing people off.
But you can't just make someone who is super smart super stupid. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Like, and fans know that. Fans that read the originals know that, though.
I know you don't like going into political stuff, but I honestly think that because a certain someone didn't win this past election, they're pretty much attacking. They're pretty much going, okay, since the person we didn't want became president, we're going to make it so here it is. Women are the superior ones to give a knock to the current administration. I know you hate going the political route, but that's how it looks to me.
You know what it was? I like I told you, I was going to be in politics. I was like, oh, when I'm done with this, when I'm done with that, when I'm 50 or when I'm in late 50s, I'm going to run for office. I'm going to run for different positions. Sharon doesn't want that. So I'm not doing that anymore. So my whole thing changed because she's my, you know, she's going to be my future wife, and I don't want to put her through that garbage if she don't want to be put through that. So, like, I'm really not into politics. Not that I ever really was too much.
I mean, I'll cover it if it's.
And I'm not really for one party either. Like, you know, we joked around in the past, but I'm not. I don't like both parties. I don't like what certain things. I mean, I know we poke fun to get a rise out of people, but
that's how I'm looking at entertainment today. Is basically because they feel that the person they didn't want did not get into office. They're going to turn it around and go, okay, we're going to knock everybody because.
Well, I didn't like what they did with Doctor Who. I'm breaking the glass ceiling. That was dumb.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was the most asininest thing.
She's for everybody, but she's for women. It's like, wow, okay. And again, we're not against women.
No.
We want them properly defined as how awesome they are.
Yes.
And they're really not. They're not expressed, and they're not like. If I were to do a movie, and if I were to do a movie about a female lead, it would be a lot different. It would be a lot better than what they're doing now. Okay,
God, yes.
because you don't make it like in an end where you make these people are trying to make women so smart and so whatever, they're making them look stupid. And that's the funny thing. It's like
you're pretty much insulting them.
They're insulting like women out there. They're like, ew, we're not like that. Why are you doing it like that? They're getting annoyed that you're insulting men to make women look bad. Like, that's bad. So, I'm all for like Wonder Woman and all these different things, but like a forced Captain America. Right. Yeah, a forced Captain America is just, we don't need Captain America.
Come on, folks. Give Falcon his time in the light.
Yeah.
Before you start throwing out all these, here's a Captain America, here's a Captain America.
Here's Spanish Captain America, here's Chinese, and like I'm not being racist. I'm making fun of them because this is what Marvel did. They took the wheel and they spin and they're like, you're an Asian and you're this and you're that. And they tried to make diversity with the heroes and
forced diversity.
Isn't it weird how when they did this whole Marvel Now and all this stuff, they had a female for every male? Like,
yes.
Like you have a female like Star-Lord, and you had a female it's like why? What female Hawkeye, female this, female that. It's like, can't you just have a female that's a hero that is original and she's not off the man's title?
The whole notion, if they came up with something original, then that writer or whoever came up with it would have to get royalties, and then right now it's gotten to the standpoint to where
they don't even give them royalties. They lose money. They just create them and Marvel makes money from them.
But still, nonetheless, you would have to give that writer a royalty for creating that character, and since a lot of times comic book companies don't want to pay the royalties to whoever pays that character or created that character, so if they do, they think, we can get through a loophole by coming up with the same character, but they're this race, they're this,
right?
They
get a little more money than they did before
about sexual orientation. So,
I'm eating Cheerios, by the way. Sorry, guys.
I know. I figured as much.
They get a little thing, Scott, but don't think that they get royalties like that. They don't.
I know.
They'll get like this little crumb.
Yeah.
And MCU will make billions. And they'll have to pay for their own ticket, even though they created the character, which is insane, first of all. That you can't even have a fund where, the creator of Thanos gets to watch Thanos without paying for it. Like, that's, come on. Disney needs to do like a little program like, hey, you can see any movie you want for free. Like, that's stupid. But, they'll create a character. Like, certain people will get deals, like Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
He'll get money for Deadpool all the time. And he'll get good money. But mostly, like 90% of the people that create heroes for Marvel, they don't get shit. Like, they don't get royalties. It's not like that. The program is that they create it, and then they make the money, and then they're left in the cold. There's very few instances where, all right, like let's say J.J. Abrams and his son Henry, right? Maybe he's got a contract that if you use his villain Cadaverous in Spider-Man comics, he makes like a little percentage. It might be that. But mostly, 90% of the writers don't get money from, like Dan Slott, all the stuff that was going on with Spider-Verse. Did he get anything? No, not really. And he created the whole thing of Spider-Verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made millions of dollars and he's just watching it. And it's off his stuff, basically. But it's like, okay, he's not getting anything. Unless he, they give him a thing like an executive producer or like a thing on a show or an advisor for the video game or something. But he's not getting paid nothing. Now, side
project he will, but not within the company he's...
I mean, he might not get... Yeah, like in other words, with Silk. He created Silk, right? Maybe he had a contract with her. I don't know, like, if he gets something, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't get anything. Like, not really, So a lot of times, they don't want to create new characters because they don't want them to... But they needs to have a royalty program, like you said, where, okay, you create this character, you'll get this. And I don't think it's really a thing to say that if you create a character and it makes $1 billion, that they can make thousands or like
Yeah,
100,000 or something.
yeah.
That's peanuts. Like you could,
Yeah.
like they should do that, but they don't.
Well, look at Tracy Ullman and The Simpsons.
Yeah.
When that show debuted in her show, I think only thing she asked for was like 5 or 7%. So
she still gets that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all she had asked for. I don't know if that thing finally petered out or not, but yeah, she got like 5 or 7%. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know she'd gotten I know it was like a low percentage rate for
well,
that.
It keeps her, money coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big trivia right there, folks.
We haven't did box office in a while. Oh, and also too, just keep in mind too, besides the weekend having off, 9/11 did happen, and I wasn't doing crazy videos. It was sad and everything. So, it seems like it's been longer than usual that we've been covering the box office. Number one, Chapter 2.
Not bad.
It's estimated.
Good. Yeah.
It's $323 million.
Once again, the first one was better, but still, it's good.
Yeah. Hustlers.
Doesn't look very exciting.
$37 million. Number 2. Angel Has Fallen. Number 3.
Another waiter for me.
Yeah.
There's just nothing in September.
I know. It's like we're not even interested in talking about the box office. There's nothing good in there that we really. Good Boys is number 4.
Now, October on, I saw it when I looked up on Insider. There's like about 3 or 4 movies each there between those 3 or so months.
Good Boys number 4, $91 million. Let's get to Lion King. Lion King's number 5 with $1,616 million.
Damn.
Yeah, that's really bringing it in. Oh, and I'm gonna have a review for Aladdin soon. I saw part of it, but I can't give a review if I saw part of it. So I got to see the whole thing. So, not saying much. Overcomers, $28 million with a $5 million budget.
I gotta look up the plot for that.
Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, 740.
That's good.
I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I have to say that was a good movie.
Goldfinch is $3 million. That failed. Whatever the hell that was. Supposed to be $45 million budget. Dora came back up. I don't know what the hell happened there. $90 million. Jesus. Like out of nowhere, she came from the bottom back up to the top. Like from the bottom of the barrel. Yeah. And then the Peanut Butter Falcon, $15 million. Okay, so nothing really crazy is coming out other than okay, so this week, Rambo: Last Blood.
Woohoo.
And Ad Astra, which is the Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah,
and Downtown
both
Abbey.
those look decent, but I'm not going to rush out and see them.
And then the following week's Abdominal with Chloe Bennett. And then Joker is the first week of October. Which
now Joker I want to see, don't get me wrong. But like I said, September, so far, it was the only thing I wanted to really see.
Yeah, and they're projecting like Terminator Dark Fate to not do well at all. But again, it's woke, so of course. But I don't think they understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like this whole mindset is not profitable the way they're going about doing things. And they're all bombing. So if they're all bombing, why are you making movies like that? Like, what is it going to take?
Because that's the current air in Hollywood.
All right, but if Disney starts losing money because it's doing woke stuff, won't they stop doing woke stuff if they start losing money? What do you think? I mean, they have to stop.
They won't blame themselves. They'll find some other thing to blame. They'll blame, the writer did this, the director, the producer, the marketing. They won't blame themselves for this failure.
Right.
Because like I said in past casts, granted, you have all these other studios under Disney.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they still look upon themselves, look upon like the Pixars, and of course, let's call it now the 20th Century Foxes. they still look at those as competition against their main Disney, their main what's considered Disney brand.
I just want to watch stuff that I used to love, like Star
Yeah.
Trek, and I want it to not be woke. You know, I don't think that's so bad to ask for. You know, it's like I just want my franchises restored.
Yeah.
You know, and again, Doctor Who, I don't really consider it like that much. Like, I like Doctor Who, and there's always stuff in Doctor Who. I just want the writing to be better. You know,
Definitely.
And I want her to stop joking around about being a female in the past, and you know, she shouldn't be like, not that she hasn't really embraced like, oh, I'm a female. Like, she hasn't done any of this. It's just a doctor, business as usual. So I'm glad about that. But all right, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna do a freestyle cast. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye for now.